Telematics is one of the latest insurance buzzwords. Its use in vehicles is being touted as one of the keys to the future of the motor manufacturing market, and therefore the future of the insurance motor market. More Than is one of the latest insurers to enter the market with a telematics app, and it is increasingly becoming a case that the list of insurers that don't have telematics offerings is smaller than those that do. With this in mind, today, as the first part of a three-part series on telematics, I'm delighted to say I'm joined in the studio by Jonathan Hewett from Octo Telematics to discuss what he sees as the 4 core pillars of the telematics service. Welcome to the studio, Jonathan.
Thank you very much.
Firstly, are insurers really doing all they can to exploit this technology?
No, I don't think they are, but we certainly see insurers preparing themselves to start to exploit the opportunities that there undoubtedly are with telematics. I think we'd all accept that the insurance industry is notoriously slow to move. Driving innovation from within a long-established business is often a very difficult thing to do. And we think that the telematics industry is well placed to be the innovation partners, not just for telematics, but for other data-enabled technologies. So I think that my answer to your question would be no, not yet. I think there's some other fundamental challenges about integrating with legacy technology, ensuring that the enterprise itself sees telematics in the correct way, which is not just a tool to enable better pricing support or pricing decisions, but also to be able to forensically manage claims and provide a better claims management service for end consumers, and really provide a digital service to consumers in a digital age.
Do you think that there are additional ways that insurers can leverage telematics in order to gain that maximum benefit?
Yes, I think there is, and I think again it's really getting an understanding and an appreciation of what telematics is all about. So I think in the early days there was a lot of focus on devices and a lot of focus on the technology in those devices. I think where insurers are getting to now is starting to think more broadly about the value proposition, and to start to think about how that value proposition may work across different segments of the market. So I think we're all familiar with the types of offers available for the young driver segment, but particularly in some of the other European markets, we're starting to see insurers move towards the family segments and some of the older age groups who are very keen on paying for their insurance based on how they consume it, or really understand the benefits of safety and security, which in essence is so much of what insurance is about. For sure, pricing is very much a hygiene factor, and you have to be there and be sharp on price, but building compelling value propositions that insurers really value, I think is one of the areas that telematics really enables. And that, of course, then becomes very important at renewal stage, first, second, third renewal, when you're also able to process and understand that customer and their potential for creating lifetime value with that customer group.
Can telematics truly be used to drive down the cost of claims and fraud, and what's the best way that insurers can do that?
Well, I think this is one of the themes that we're working very hard on at the moment with a number of our customers and potential customers, is working with the claims team to align the benefits of telematics, both in terms of the first notification of loss and then the claims function itself. So I think the question that I always pose to insurers is, why guess when you can know the facts? It's this sort of facts v fiction scenario. And of course the provision of those facts in a telematics enabled vehicle are instantaneous. The insurer starts to have control of that claim, and they can know the facts of what actually happened in that incident. So in terms of being able to forensically analyse and manage the cost of the claim, they're getting significantly ahead of where they've been historically. But I also think there's a realisation now that being able to do that offers a much better customer experience for the end consumer, because the insurer is able to demonstrate that they are there when the customer needs them most, and is operating with their best interests at heart in managing the cost efficiency of the claim and that claims process. And I think, you know, the whole issue around soft tissue and whiplash injuries is very well addressed by telematics technology. It's very useful to know in whiplash scenarios the speed and the direction of the impact. And we've seen across a number of geographies claims that have been brought with numbers of people in a vehicle with whiplash type injuries, when we've been able to show that the speed of the impact is 1, 2, 3 miles an hour.
Okay, and finally, do you think that telematics has a role to play in encouraging better risk management by customers themselves?
Yes, I do, and I think this is also a key area in almost insurers encouraging their consumers to take control of their policy and how they consume their policy, and being able for the consumer being able to log into a dashboard, whether that's smartphone, tablet, web portal, and see their trips, how they've been driving, incidences of harsh acceleration, braking, cornering, and to figure out for themselves why it just might be a smarter idea to drive more carefully, and as a consequence see how that can help reduce their premium, is a fascinating area. And of course that's completely transformational in terms of how traditionally consumers have interacted with their insurance policy. You know, with telematics, the days of sending a policy once a year and the consumer popping it in the drawer and hoping they don't need to use it should be well and truly behind us. We can now get to an insurer being able to engage positively with their consumer 2-3 times a week, let alone a month or a year, where that dialogue or that ongoing conversation starts to form a basis for loyalty, not just for car insurance, but also for creating a basis for talking about other products and services.
Thank you, Jonathan. That's all we've got time for now. Remember, to learn more about telematics, look out for part 2 in this series, which will focus on engaging consumer channels. And don't forget to check out Post in print, online and on the iPad app, and Post Intelligent app for more on telematics. That's all for me for now. Goodbye.